What do you get when you put a group of fanboys in a room with a mic? From video games, comics, and movies to uncensored social commentary, nothing is off limits. With your hosts, Pistol P Jr., The Blue Guy, Chuck Ditch, G-Roll, and Player 2. This is The Real Press Start. So sit down, load up, log in, and press start.
Welcome to the Petering Out Podcast. That's right. Put those headphones in and with those peters out. Because you're here with your host, Pistol P Jr. and the infamous Jeezy Weezy.
No, AKA?
AKA Soft Tones.
Soft Tones. I like that. Almost, you know what? I feel like if we could add the Twilight music, the Twilight Zone music to the background of that, I feel like I could have gone off with that as well. That would have been horde. So we're back 2 weeks in a row in person.
Yeah, the world record.
All right, seriously.
New record.
You know what? Our show schedule has become so erratic that on iTunes, it normally would say weekly show. Now it says we're a bi-weekly show because we've been so inconsistent lately.
Yeah.
I blame the holidays.
Yeah, but it's been longer than the holidays.
Yeah, that's true. I blame Michael. It's his fault.
He turns out I'm the rock, he's the glue. And you're nothing.
I'm nothing. I'm the idea man. I'm the guy that gets all the stories. And yeah, that's about it. That's what I do. I get the stories. I give you guys shit to talk about, okay?
And then we make it interesting.
So each one of us is integral. Integral? Integral. Thank you. That's the word. Integral. Yes. Did you? I don't know why that reminded me of that. Did you ever listen to in Metal Gear? Was it Metal Gear 5?
What happened?
No. What was that? Maybe no. It was Metal Gear 4. Damn, that was Metal Gear 4. Shit. Metal Gear 4 had like you can get a Sony Walkman, like their digital, and you could listen to the Metal Gear Integral podcast.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you talked about this.
Yeah, it was a great podcast, but it was like you could only listen to it
in the game.
And when I said that word, it brought back that memory of, man, I want to play Metal Gear 4 now. It's such a good game.
Yeah, I hope I wish they would at least just put it on PlayStation.
Yeah, right?
Just as it is, no update or anything, just port it.
Yeah, I feel like they wouldn't have to. I mean, graphically, it's not up to date.
It probably wouldn't look good.
It wouldn't be the same, but I think if it's still...
But I think the people who want to play it will still play it.
Exactly. So, was there any updates from last week? There was something we talked about last week.
Last week? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we talked about... I shortly mentioned the new Twitch meta, which then evolved into artistic nudity.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, let's start
and then
there.
2 days later, being revoked.
Well, so this is the way that it was worded in like the Twitch, like what's allowed. Mm-hmm. It was so in the headline it used it, but if you actually read the terms of services, it allowed dancing, twerking, and strip dances under artistic nudity.
Mm-hmm. But so could you have actual nudity, or was it just like you could get skimpy?
You know what?
You can get skimpier than you could on Twitch as long as there was an artistic reason.
I didn't read that far into it. I was like, all right, I'm in. I'm back on Twitch.
I was never on Twitch, but I'm back on.
I'm back on. No, you know it's funny because I've been on Twitch recently, but only following a couple like dudes.
Yeah, dudes are generally more interesting.
Yeah. They don't have to get naked for views.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple girls that are awesome.
Yeah.
But usually they're not, like, half naked.
Yeah.
They're doing the same thing the guys are doing.
There was one, oh my God, I can't think of her name right now. It wasn't Twitch. It was actually TikTok, though. It was a live stream on TikTok, but she was gaming. But so she has her camera set up. She's not showing what game she's playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, she might be streaming on Twitch at the same time. I know they do that. But so it's just her. Like the camera is, I guess, behind her monitor. She's sitting in a chair, and she just has one leg up, and she's in a skirt.
Oh, okay.
And so it's just kind of like, it's not full on panty shot, but like when she moves, like
You see it, yeah.
yeah. So it's like, I'm assuming people just watch for that hope of, oh my god, I seen a glimpse of panties. Can I see her clit? Can I see her clit? Yeah, I think that's the hope, right?
Yeah, that's the hope. That you can see it just like a fucking.
I can see the outline.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the hope. Or that it just slips.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
the hope that it just slips and they fucking let it all out.
It's all hanging out,
Thanks,
just the whole roast beef. But like to me, like what was funny about it to me was like the fact. Okay, so this chick, like obviously the camera's directly on her face and she's watching the screen, but she's not talking, and she's not like she's legitimately she looks bored. It's just the fact that she's wearing a skirt and she has her leg propped up.
Yeah, that's just how all of them are. Really.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Like they're talking like, oh hi,
yeah, oh hi, so yeah, that's basically all it is. It's like, oh hi, so oh hi, oh okay, thanks for the okay.
thanks for the bits.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the thanks for the subscription.
Yeah, they're just reading stuff the whole time.
Yeah.
For
Where? Oh no, I'm not. I don't like to talk about where I'm from. That's privacy.
yeah.
Yes, they're real.
Yes, they're real.
Yeah, it's like they lean forward.
It is pink.
Yeah. Yes, I have a boyfriend, or no, I don't have a boyfriend.
No, they can't say I have a boyfriend. They lose their
They lose,
viewership
yeah.
in seconds.
Yeah. Well, that was Amaranth's whole thing. Remember when she first came out?
Yeah, she's still one of the biggest people.
No, I know she is. But there was a whole thing about like, remember there was like that guy trying to expose her, like, oh, like you have
Yeah.
a boyfriend, or you're married, you have a husband, and you're lying to these people because you know that the second you tell people that you're in a relationship, you're losing all your popularity, you're losing all this.
Which I don't think is true.
I don't think so. At all.
I think the fact that she was lying is the issue that people are like, oh.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just being gamed,
Yeah.
and then that's what makes you leave, right?
Yeah.
Where like if you're just like, yeah, I have a boyfriend, and you're here to look at my shit.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, exactly.
It's just
Yeah.
there's an understanding.
Like, 'cause I feel like, because what is that? Like, okay, the fact that, oh, they're single, that means I have a chance? No, you don't.
Yeah.
No. Like, no matter how many, like, unless you legitimately spend like billions of dollars or millions of dollars on somebody, I don't think, and even then
they wouldn't, because you're already giving them billions of dollars.
yeah, like, even then, there's no, like,
There's no way they're gonna get more money out of you if you're giving them that much money.
yeah, like, no matter how, like, you're not gonna buy them to, like, oh, if I spend enough on this chick, she's gonna like me.
Yeah, you're already giving her what she wants.
Yeah, it's you know that term, like, oh, why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? It's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's just in reverse.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
Why sell you the cow when you pay for the when you pay for the milk at the cow's price?
basically, yeah. Buying a whole ass cow, getting a gallon of milk. But yeah, I trip out on that. The one thing, like, with her specifically, with Amaranth, specifically, the thing that's weird to me is, like, she's doing all this sexual stuff now. Like, she's going full on. But, like, she's talked about how she's not a sexual person, never has been. Mm-hmm. Like, so, like, I guess, I don't really follow her, but, like, this was a Reddit thread that I was reading about her. And it was like, oh, people were like, oh, like, her solo stuff sucks. And it's like, and then, like, someone underneath that was like, well, yeah, she's flat out said, she goes, I don't do this normally. I'm literally doing it for content because this is what you guys are asking for.
Yeah.
But I don't do this. Like, she doesn't. She
Yeah, I'm
doesn't
not a
masturbate.
professional. You're just watching somebody do it.
Yeah. It's like,
You're not watching like a showman.
yeah, she's not. Yeah, she's not doing the like the. It's like, well, yeah, like, that's like, even in her own time, she's like, if she was alone and it was like she needed to
That's
do
just
that,
what she'd be doing.
It'd be just as boring. Yeah. It was like, think about, like, okay, when you're taking care of business, you're not putting on a show for anybody. You're just
It's just
that's it. You're done.
it's just the most primal fucking disgusting shit. Your face is gross. You're sweating.
Oh God. I had this conversation with someone recently too about that. Like because so for whatever reason, I okay. Men are visual creatures. Mm-hmm. Women send you titty pics, and you're like, oh, she loves me, right?
Therefore, love.
But the reverse isn't true.
Right.
Like if you send a dick pic, she's not gonna be like,
nine times out of 10 they're creeped out.
Yeah, even if it's somebody you know, like unless they ask for it, unless they ask for it and they're into that, but like the male penis is not photographical. Yeah,
it's not a photogenic body part.
But like dudes be sending dick pics like this will show her, like this will get her, like
yeah.
To me, it's just like, but it's the same thing too. Like, so, like, that's why there's not this, like, so OnlyFans is predominantly a female-based property right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's dudes on there, but it's not like they're doing solo stuff unless it's gay.
Right.
And even then, like,
Will Smith is on there.
But even then, like, gay dudes aren't trying to, like who watches wank videos?
Yeah.
That's another episode. Who watches wank videos? Like, I mean, because it has to, like, it would have to be, like, an artistic way to do it. It'd have to be, like, because you're not doing it the way you would normally do it. It's not, like...
Yeah. It's such an uncomfortable thing to just not, to be, like, artistic about it.
Yeah, like, could you imagine, like if you were gonna do it and put on a show for somebody, how uncomfortable?
Yeah, you're talking to a camera.
Yeah,
you're talking to the void.
Yeah, breaking that fourth wall. Like, that'd be so weird. That'd be really weird to do. So I mean, that's the one thing I have to do. I have to give.
So we respect these guys.
Yeah,
the highest honor because they do what we think is impossible.
Yep. I mean, the same thing though. Like, you got to give it to these chicks that do stuff like this, like, because they're putting themselves out there. I mean, it's easier than getting a job, yes, but at the same time, it's not because you're showing a deeply personal part of yourself.
Yeah, you're also sacrificing basically.
Yeah,
it's basically an all-in.
Yeah, that's it.
It's an all-in play, right?
Yeah,
Hail Mary.
Yep.
Because if it doesn't go well, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
You're stuck in that profession once you start.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, that's kind of that's it. You agree to it now.
Unless you make it big, like on a Kim Kardashian level or something.
Yeah, or you can be legitimately entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Lethal this is a PC only game, right? Lethal Company.
For right now, yeah.
Okay.
With how big it is, it's got to be coming out.
I hope so.
Within the next year,
dude. I've been watching clips of this fucking game, and the game is amazing. It's hilarious. Mm-hmm. This fucking arachnophobia fucking thing.
Oh yeah,
had me fucking dying.
Yeah, it's just spider. It's just a spider.
It legit. It replaces any type of spider enemy with the word spider.
Yeah, it's just floating spider coming after the word spider.
Shit, it's like Sesame Street.
And the arachnophobia people are still scared.
Yeah. No, what tripped me out though, had me both laughing my ass off but also creeped the fuck out was that the mod that lets the enemies mimic your friends' voices.
Oh, I didn't know they could do that.
Oh, dude, hold on. I thought I sent one. But yeah, there's a mod that lets the enemies mimic your friends' voices. And so it legit takes clips of you guys talking. Mm-hmm. And just like, and it does it in the most unsettling way. Oh man, I thought I sent it, but I guess not. Because it's literally like, so you're like the enemy, you'll hear your friend talking, you'll hear him say like something they just said.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, I'm over here. But it's not your friend, it's the fucking in-game enemy.
It's the AI.
Yeah. And it's like, or like if you made a joke about like, or like the laugh or whatever, it'll just replay the laugh. Oh shit. And it's very unsettling. Very like, just like, if I find it again, I'll send it to you. And I'll try to post it if I can find one. But yeah, it's like watching the clips. It's funny because you see the way people freak out when they realize it's not their friend; it's a fucking enemy.
Right.
But at the same time, like that whole build up to like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Like
so
that's
you didn't just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of creepy. And then the ladder, the bonk.
Yeah, that bonk on the ladder.
That's just the bonk. Like, the way it just crumbles. Like you just like because I feel like that's like if something like that did happen, I mean it would be less funny in real life, but the way it's like ragdolls, he's dead. But yeah, I'm gonna have to be. I need to get a PC. I know I do.
You don't got time for a PC.
I don't got time for a PC. That's
You barely have time for a PlayStation.
Seriously, tell me about it. Like I've been trying to play all this week and haven't had a chance to sit down at all week. Let me see where'd I go. Well, we're on the subject of games. The day before,
The greatest disappointment of all time.
Of all time. IGN gave
everyone
it a 1.
Everyone thought fucking Gollum had this shit in the bag, and then Kong Skull Island came out, and it was like, nah, son, we're the worst on this block. And the day before, right at the end of the buzzer, at the end of the buzzer, like, watch this.
IGN gives it a 1. Says it's unbearable.
Yeah.
Day Before is easily one of the worst games I've ever played, to the point where I'm afraid to continue running it on my PC. And if you didn't manage to try it yourself, you can probably count yourself as one of the lucky ones. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how fucking terrible this is.
Yeah, it just seems very obvious that the developer was a very skeevy.
Yeah.
What's the word? Like
just scammers?
Yeah, scammers. But there's like a slime ball type of a word that you associate with them.
I can't think of it.
Anyway, they just it's very obvious that they're.
There was a cash grab, like just trying to get people to buy this game.
Yeah, like the game, like the trailer looked like unreal, and they were just like talking up this like super grand stuff.
Yeah,
like almost like even worse than like Cyberpunk was.
Yeah, I do remember.
Where like Cyberpunk, I felt like that's genuinely what they wanted and what they were trying to do, and they just didn't.
Yeah, it was just like,
and they just didn't have time. Yeah. Where like day before, it feels like there was no intention and even getting to this sort of level. They were just like, yeah, this is just gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you dog shit.
To me, I figured like as you were saying that, maybe you ever seen those cat videos where it's like it's showing the cat like, is it gonna jump? It's gonna jump, and then when it jumps, it just kind of like and then falls because it just. That's why I felt like that's what Cyberpunk was. It was just like, all right, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make, and then like they tried.
Yeah.
Whereas as this one, it was just like it was all bait and switch.
Yeah.
It was underhanded and it was crooked as fuck. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, because I remember watching those trailers and thinking like, this looks insane. Because it was supposed to be like.
And I should have knew, because it's supposed to be like an MMO, right? Like a zombie MMO.
Yeah.
And MMOs never look that good.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah. It was supposed to be like a Last of Us style.
They never have depth if they look that good.
Yeah, yep.
And then they were also like promising all this depth.
Yeah.
Which didn't. It just all the flags were there, and I think everyone just ignored it, and we're like, or a lot of people ignored it at least.
I think because because too, it also got announced. It got announced around the same time that The Last of Us 2 was released, right? If I remember correctly.
Maybe it was last. The first time I heard of this game was last year during the summer.
Yeah, isn't that or has
Last of Us 2's been out for like 3 years?
Yeah, shit. Why does it feel like
it came out PS4?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
God damn.
Came out into PS4.
Why does that feel like it's been like? No, like okay with the
because they came out PS4 and then they had the update for PS5, but it wasn't right when PS5 launched. It was like it was like maybe a year later or something, or 6 months later.
Yeah, you're right.
And then and then they had the Last of Us 1 remaster came out like last year.
You're right. Damn.
Right before the show started.
Why does it feel like it just? I don't. I feel like my timeline for games. Same thing like with God of War. The first God of War. Like how long ago did that come out now?
2018.
Yeah, like that's fucking nuts. Like when you think about how long ago these, and like to me it feels like I mean, yes, I know there was a gap between the two games, but it feels like there wasn't like
4 years was a really good turnaround
yeah,
from 1 to 2.
yeah, and even when that's another like 3 years now, right?
For Ragnarok?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it was 2018, and then Ragnarok came out last year, 2022.
yeah. So I mean, it feels like it's been. Like, it feels like it just came out. Like like it's one of the. If you would have asked me if it came out this year, I would have said, "Yeah, it came out this year." 'Cause I feel like I just played it this year.
Yeah.
Did you do your PlayStation wrap up?
No, I didn't. I forgot about it.
Everyone.
Because they should always just do that shit on PlayStation. I don't know why.
They should. Yeah.
Why do I have to go to my... Because I don't check my email. It gets... Especially my PlayStation email, it's like a throwaway email.
Okay.
For the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they do that either, but
So it just gets inundated by
yeah. Let me
sketchy emails.
that's the one you use to sign up for your OnlyFans and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
Pornhub. Let me see.
My secret OnlyFans account.
Feet.
Stroking it. Being a showman.
You started with just feet, but then it was. you quickly like you like many young girls you realize you had to wrap it up quickly.
Yeah.
It's
before I got too deep in this hole.
right. Only lewds, guys. I told you.
Yeah,
Next thing you know, it's
yeah. Only shaft pig, guys. I swear.
you guys can't. No, the tip. No tip.
No tip. I'm insecure about my pee hole.
So, do you want me to send you the link so you can pull it up?
Let me see.
So we can compare and contrast right now.
It's an email just from PlayStation.
Yeah, it says PlayStation wrap up. Just search PlayStation wrap up and it should pop up in your email. If not, I'll legit just send you the link right now.
All right.
Let's see here. Yeah, that way we can whip them out and compare them. All right, I sent it. I shared all mine on. I should have shown them on the show page too, but I don't want to get my PSN out there. All the fans trying to fucking join me. You guys already know how I feel about strangers playing games with strangers. They're like, don't at me. Opening.
While we were on God of War, I did finish.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
Valhalla. Fucking sick, dude.
Is it? So it's a prequel to.
No, it's an epilogue.
Oh, it's an epilogue
to Ragnarok.
Okay.
He goes into Valhalla, and essentially Freya is trying to convince him to become the new God of War. And he is reluctant because he basically destroyed all of Greek mythology as the previous God of War.
Yeah.
So it's going through that. It's unpacking all that.
Okay.
It's so fucking cool. Once you beat the first champion, yeah. Should I spoil it for you?
No, because I'm gonna play it.
It's so good though.
Okay. Well, no, yeah, don't. So, but now at least I have a reference point. So.
Yeah, they make you, or it's not a champion. Valhalla. The first Valhalla is chosen, and then it takes you into like a thing.
Okay.
And then some stuff happens.
All right. As a matter of fact, when we get inside right now, I'm gonna download it.
Right.
Because I've been meaning to. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to sit down because it came out on what, the 16th or the 12th?
12.
12th. Okay. Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So I haven't had a chance to fucking touch anything at all.
I really just barely. I played it a little bit on Friday, and then I played it a lot yesterday, and today.
Yeah.
And I probably beat it in like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll have some time to sit down to play right now. So it's one of those rare times I'll probably have that. I won't have the house all to myself, but I'll be where I can sit and play fairly uninterrupted. So you got yours up?
Yeah.
All right. So how many? So for the first one is how many games you played in 2023?
26.
I played 37 different games. What was your first game of the year?
Let's see. First game?
Yeah.
Oh, Destiny 2.
On January 1st?
Yep.
Yeah, mine was Watch Dogs Legions. So the second page is your top 5 games, your big hitters of 2023.
Mine's Destiny 2. 803 hours.
Damn.
Then, okay, there we go. Baldur's Gate 3. 85 hours. Then Final Fantasy 16. 68 hours. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, 40 hours. And Spider-Man 2, 30 hours.
All right. So my number one is, I mean, I guess it's not surprising as much because I end up playing this game when I like don't play.
Destiny 2 was 69% playtime ratio. Nice.
So, 69. Call of Duty was my number one. 292 hours, 56% of my playtime.
Oh wow.
So more than half my playtime is on Call of Duty. But I feel like, cause like a lot of times it's like Spider-Man came out, so I stopped playing Call of Duty, played Spider-Man, finished it, and was like, okay, what am I gonna play? Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Yeah.
Number 2, Jedi Survivor, 49 hours, 9% of my playtime. Number 3, Spider-Man 2, 34 hours, 6%. Hogwarts Legacy was my number 4, 26 hours, 5%. And Dead Cells was my number 5.
Okay.
13 hours, 2%.
You saw, I didn't know this last week, but in the reveals for the Game Awards, it's made by the same people as Dead Cells. It's called like Win something.
Oh, yes, I did see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so what's the next one? Oh, your gaming style.
Let's see. Gunslinger.
I got the same thing. It says that you spent 57% of your game time lining up your shots and making them count. What was your percentage on that one?
70%.
70%. And then next one coming after that, your year in play. So January, 19 hours of Call of Duty. February, 17 hours of Call of Duty. March, 25 hours of Call of Duty. April, 56 hours of Call of Duty. May, 27 hours of Call of Duty. June, 17 hours of Jedi Survivor. July, 12 hours of Dead Cell. And then August, I went right back to Call of Duty. September, Call of Duty. October, Spider-Man. November, Call of Duty. And December, Call of Duty.
That's funny. So mine is Destiny. Basically that, but Destiny. But January, Destiny, 73 hours. February, Destiny, 130 hours. March, Destiny, 180 hours. April, 140 hours. Destiny, 132 hours. May. And then Final Fantasy 16, 94 hours. June. 36 hours in July. Destiny for August, 36 hours. Destiny for September, 124. 122 in October. Then Alan Wake 2, 20 hours November. And then Destiny, and then December, Destiny, 82 hours.
That's funny. Then it's okay. A playlist for gunslingers, which, okay, whatever. This year, I played 514 hours, 95.75% on PlayStation 5.
Where are you looking?
So swipe one more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right there.
This year you played 1,163 hours.
Damn.
Whoa, you played a lot of games this year.
That's what you doubled me.
Let's see, you spent 97.76% of game time playing 21 games of your PlayStation 5.
There you go. Next one is...
And 2.24% on PS4.
Did it show that?
Yeah, it shows that for me.
Let me see.
But I don't even know what I played on PS4 this past year.
Oh, yeah, 4.28.
Maybe it's just PS4 games, and they're considering that on
No,
PS4.
no, I think you had to play it on your PS4. Well, see, so with me, like, I know when Jasmine wanted to play Saints Row, so I will play on the PS4.
Yeah, but as soon as I got my PS4, it's in a box. I got put in a box.
Huh. That's weird. No, like, if you scroll down, there's more. So I have 4.28% on my PS4.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading. Yeah.
Then I have 19.19% on my VR2. And my favorite controller is the DualSense.
Your white DualSense, because mine is a red DualSense.
Oh, nice. All right, and then so the next one is how many trophies you've earned. I've only earned one platinum trophy this whole year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I've earned I guess it says I've only earned one as well.
Yeah, as much of a trophy whore as I am, like...
I guess it was I just got...
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I guess Spider-Man's the only one I platinum this year.
I feel, you know what? I feel like a lot of the games, too, they've made them harder to platinum.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like this ridiculous bullshit, like Jedi Survivor, there was one, it's like fucking, like ricochet a bullet, a blaster round through 2 enemies. It's like, fuck you. While doing a backflip. So I have 243 trophies total. Only 1 platinum.
My trophy level increased 8 levels this year.
Mine only increased 3. But it's because I don't buy a lot of games, though, because of Brian. I'm the squad hero.
Party animal.
I put in 197 hours with my squad.
It says you really partied it up with 285 parties this year.
Oh, because you do a lot of the voice,
Yeah.
over the, yeah.
Yeah, I do voice chats.
And then the collectibles I don't care about. Those are dumb.
I got 12 digital collectibles
I have
and 10,000 points.
14, and I have only 1,500 points. 14 collectibles, 1,500 points. Yeah. Now that's the PlayStation wrap-up. Everyone's doing their wrap-ups nowadays.
Okay, I'll share.
Oh, shit. I never... I'm going to redeem this fucking collectible right now. Live on the air. Did you see the... Okay, speaking of the wrap-ups and everything, did you see the... There was a girl that someone hacked... I guess someone's been using her Spotify, like, unbeknownst to her, like, is logged in on her Spotify listening to music. So when she did her wrap-up, it was, like, all, like, It was one specific artist, yeah. One specific artist. And she goes, I've never even heard of this guy. Like, my number one artist is this guy. But like they spent like 200 and something hours.
She's all upset.
Yeah, she's like, you've ruined my life. Like, she's legit like,
Baby.
yeah, like this, because she can't join. It's the FOMO.
Yeah.
She's missing out on sharing her Spotify Wrapped. But
Yeah, you have to share your Spotify Wrapped on that day.
yeah, if you don't do it,
if it's not on that day, you're a loser.
you're a loser. You're done. Yeah. You missed out.
Yeah, if you post it after, you're like, dude, we already did this.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like everybody's doing so. Like I think Spotify started it though. Spotify Wrapped, then PlayStation started doing it. I'm sure Xbox does one too at some point. Even the Tonal does one. I shared my Tonal one.
All right.
Yeah, like it breaks down on
Well, it's just really interesting just to see.
to see your stats, because you don't like, you might not look at that stuff throughout the day, like throughout, like once you see that, everything that you've done at the end of the year, like holy shit, I did a lot. Like what tripped me out. So with my Tonal one specifically, it's like the first 6 months of the year I didn't do shit. It was like 4 workouts. Like I wasn't doing nothing. And then like all of a sudden it's like all the end of the month stuff. It's like now I got to keep that momentum going.
My Spotify Wrapped always just tells me I've been a sad boy all year.
Well, see, my Spotify. So I share a Spotify account with my wife and my kid. So it's like it's a mixture of
Of your family.
yeah. Well, see, because I forgot she had a nickname for the show. We stopped using it.
Who?
We used to call her Poopin' Baby.
Oh, we had a nickname for her.
Yeah,
She didn't
yeah.
have a nickname.
No, we had a nickname for her. She was Poopin' Baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call her Poopin'
she's
Baby.
Poopin' Baby,
She's
dude.
Poopin' Baby.
She's still stinky as hell.
Yes, she is. But so every night when she goes to bed, she listens to these. They're lullaby versions of regular music, and so I play that stuff for her all the time. And like, it's one of my ways I get her to listen to not just,
Yeah.
whatever's popular now. It's like I'll play a song. She goes, like, this song sounds familiar. It's like, yeah, it's one of your lullabies. And then she's like, oh, okay. Then she'll like kind of like vibe with it, because it's
Yeah.
like comforting to her. But so so if you think about it, that's what gets played the most on my Spotify, because she plays it when she goes to bed and she falls asleep to it. So it's usually like 8 hours of fucking lullabies.
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
But so like for whatever reason, I think I was able to do something where like you can click it, like on the playlist itself. You can like it doesn't accumulate to your added play. Like, it's like it influences your plays less or less. So it works out. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. What's going on, peoples? Pistol Pete Jr. here. Just to remind you one more time to check out Ray's Energy Drinks by Rep Sports. Ray's energy drinks. Amazing flavors. Zero sugar, zero dyes, zero crash. None of the junk, none of the bullshit that's in these other energy drinks. They're amazing. I guarantee you're going to love them. Use coupon code TRPS for checkout. Get 15% off your order. Check out repsports.com. REPPSPORTS.com. Again, use coupon code TRPS for 15% off your order and to let them know that we sent you. And we're back.
With the Petering Out podcast.
We should just do the whole show just super low tones. Just, hey guys.
What's the next topic, Peter?
Next topic. Let me see what we got here in the chamber, so to speak. Okay, I can't do it. Scrolling. This fucking, what is this game called? Mouse?
Oh, yeah.
This game looks...
It looks cool.
It looks cool as shit.
It's like Doom.
Yeah.
OG Doom, but it's fucking Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, yeah. It looks fucking like... It's like it kind of also reminds me of, what's that fucking game? Poop Baby loves it. Bendy and the Ink Machine.
I've never heard of it.
You never heard of Bendy and the Ink Machine?
Nope.
It's a similar, like you're trapped in like the 50s. You're an animator. Like you work for Disney, but but you make Bendy cartoons instead of Mickey Mouse cartoons. And Bendy's a demon, and I guess they did something to make these characters real, but like they use demons to it's weird. It's got a weird story, and so like all the people that you used to work with have turned into these ink monsters, and you're trapped in the studio and you have to like survive. But it's like the first person like that, and it's all black and white.
Yeah, that's fucking mobster Mickey.
Yeah. It looks cool. It looks super cool. What do they call that? Rubber hose style animation? Like Cuphead?
I don't know what they call it. I didn't know I had a style.
Yeah, they call it rubber hose. That's in the style.
Or I had a name.
Yeah, that's the style of the animation. E3 is officially
dead.
Officially dead. Because the originally
It's been squirming around on the ground.
Yep.
trying to stop the bleeding, and it's finally bled out.
It's gone. They've tried to make a couple revivals. I feel like COVID finally is what really got it. Like they tried to come back after COVID, and they were just like, nah.
Yeah. It's just kind of like all the entire industry has kind of realized that they could just put out
Their own.
they just or just they could either just do their own thing and just announce a bunch of games however they want.
Yeah.
Whenever they want. They don't have to like be contained to this very set date in the summer to always release their games or announce their games.
Yeah.
Like that's mainly what PlayStation did. They were the first to back out.
They were the first to back up because like we could do our own shit.
And then everyone else realized, oh yeah, well PlayStation's still fucking doing the thing. Right?
Yeah, that's true. Well, it was PlayStation, but I feel like people were like, okay, well that's PlayStation.
Yeah.
They're whether they're at E3 or not, people know PlayStation.
That's true.
Then Microsoft did the same thing, and then Bethesda did the same thing, and then just more and more. I think Capcom did it afterwards, and just more and more just kept. Oh no, it was the big three first. Nintendo pulled out as well, and then it was the different studios.
No, well,
Right?
yeah, I guess, but Xbox and Nintendo backed out like 2 years later.
Yeah,
Where like PlayStation.
Yeah, and then Xbox and Nintendo kind of dominated that year and then they pulled out, and then that's when the studios started to pull out individually. Became more, it's like, yeah, we don't need E3.
Yeah.
But I think
it was at the last E3 that Sony was like.
that's the one you went to, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, I have this nostalgia for E3, so I feel like that's why I kind of, to me, it was always a super cool, like, you get to see all this, like, it's like kind of going to, like, Anime Expo, or, like, to, like, it's like Comic-Con, you get to see all these cool sets, see all these, like, this shit they build, these different booths, and you get all this cool little collectibles you can't get anywhere else kind of thing.
They don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, true.
They're not handing cool stuff out like they used to.
Not like they used to, yeah. I mean, I still have a bag of all my stuff from, like, the first E3 I ever went to.
Yeah.
I still have a lot of it. Like, It was cool shit, you know. Like I had this, like, and even the dumb shit was cool. Like I remember they gave me a lanyard that had this giant, like it was an ad for another, like it was like some peripheral company, and it was like this giant disc the size of like a coaster, and like half of it was silver and it had the name of the company, and the other half was clear, and you would like click and it would just turn red, like it would glow.
Oh, fucking
yeah. And like I remember, like everybody had them, like everyone was wearing those fucking lanyards because it had this stupid little light on it, you know. And it was like one of those things, like, oh, this is fucking cool. The other thing, like that year too. I mean, because they were still doing demo discs.
Oh yeah.
You know, so like I have all kinds of demo discs from that fucking day. I have some games I know that they're not even compatible with modern systems, but like I still have the original fucking disc. Like,
see, that would have been so cool. Just like, and like, they could have had all these games that they're showing, but like the lines are so long that like realistically, if you have to just pick like one or two games,
yeah,
and those are the games you're gonna fucking play that day,
exactly, yeah.
or else you're never gonna get to anything.
Well, see, a lot of those.
So it would have been it would have been cool if like they were handing out the demos.
Yeah.
And then that way, I could go to all these demos, these places that get the demos, and then I could play two games that maybe aren't handing out demos or multiplayer or whatever because they can't hand out demos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see, that'd be cool. Well, yeah, I mean, the days of demos and demo discs are fucking gone, man. Like, I remember PlayStation Magazine would come out, like, you'd buy the magazine and it would come with a disc of, like, fucking demo games that, like...
I didn't even know about PlayStation Magazine. The only magazine I knew about was Game Informer.
Okay, I don't think Game Informer did no, there was another magazine that I used to get, it was Tips and Tricks, was one of them. Because I used to love cheat codes. I was all about cheat codes back in the day. And so there was a magazine called Tips and Tricks, and it was like, they would do the, you know, it was a typical game magazine. It had the, I should enunciate that better. Game magazine.
Game magazine.
It was not a game magazine. It was
I
a game.
deep in the game magazines, dude.
A game magazine called Tips and Tricks.
Those things had 3-page spreads on them.
Oh shit! You definitely got to see the tips in those. Not just Shaft.
It's the opposite. It's just tips. It's not no shaft.
No shaft. Tips and balls. No shaft. But yeah, it was like the typical. They had reviews. They had, interviews, stuff like that. But at the back of the magazine, they had a. For the most part, it was always the newer games that were coming out within, like, if the game had come out within the last year, they had all the cheat codes for it, and they would break it down by like, when I initially started buying them, they were Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 1, and Dreamcast. Then then the next gen came out, and then like, so they took away the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, and it would be PS1, PS2, Sega Saturn, and then like whatever systems, but like they would be categorized. So like there would be the blue pages, the green pages, the red, and then like, that's where you would go for your like, okay, I got a Nintendo game. Let me go to the red pages. Let me find this game. Then at the end of the year, they would release the whole like, this is every game code that we have to date, from the very first one we ever found to the most recent one, and then they would all be alphabetical by system, from Nintendo all the way to whatever the latest console was. And I used to, man, because codes was like when you knew some cool cheat codes and shit in games, that was the shit. Like that was like you had like that was like clout in school. Like you could like
it was like, oh dude, I found the God mode cheat code.
Yep. Yeah. hey, you got what was it? It was left upright.
it's left upright. A B select.
I remember all the Donkey Kong Country games. It would be like what was it? So it would be like they would spell like the names. It would be like down Y or down Y down Y, like to spell Diddy. You know, like, or like certain they would be all, most of them started with down. All their codes started with down and would spell like something from one of the characters' names. Or there was one. I forget. It was like Derby Day. It was down a right, down, B, Y. And it was like, I forget, and I can't remember what game, but I just remember the name Derby Day. Like, that was the code.
Derby Day.
That's how you would remember it. It's like, it's Derby. It's the Derby Day code.
That's fine.
I miss some stuff like that. And I always had a Game Shark.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I always had a Game Shark.
Yeah,
too.
Nintendo was Game
For-
Genie, and then Game Shark was...
No, Game Shark was also for Nintendo.
They had one for
Game Boys, at least.
No, yeah, but not for the NES.
Yeah.
The NES. So the NES, it was called the Game Genie, and what that thing did was, so you would plug the cartridge into that, and then you would plug that into the Nintendo, and so you couldn't close the lid, but it was still like, it would still be able to reach because remember how with the Nintendo you would plug in and then you would push down.
Yeah, yeah.
But this one it would just kind of like force it down. And it had this like little lever thing on top, so the lid wouldn't smash your games.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, then when you would start the game, it would open up the menu prior to starting the game. And yeah, and then the Game Shark for the PlayStation 1, it plugged into the back, and it had the same kind of thing where it would bring up this menu. Man, good times. See, but a lot of the way, the way those the Game Genie and the Game Sharks, the way they would work, is they would read the code from the game, and they would find any kind of like cheat codes or any kind of tricks or any kind of like or like it would modify the code itself in real time. So like for infinite health or whatever. So you might be taking damage in the game, but the Game Shark is like stopping the code from registering your hits. So it's like adding lines or modifying it somehow. That's how Hot Coffee got. Remember Hot Coffee from GTA San Andreas?
No.
You remember the sex mini game after the dates?
Okay. I never played San Andreas. I just watched Michael play it.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
So
I remember your parents would get mad around you. But Hot Coffee. So you had to have a Game Shark to be able to. Fucking dog, shut up. To be able to play them. And so basically, it was that. Remember, you would date. I don't know if you remember this or not, but you could date the different characters and build relationships with them.
yeah, I remember a couple.
And then like eventually they would take you inside, and like the screen would just kind of like there was no noise or anything, but the screen would kind of undulate to give you the like, oh, something's happening.
Yeah, shit's rocking.
Well, there was actual mini games where it was kind of like a rhythm type game, and like you could change positions and you could do all this shit.
Like the Kratos thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Kratos and
In God of War.
yeah.
But but they took it away last minute, and that's where the controversy came. Oh, this game is meant for children, and it's like, no, it's not meant for children. First of all,
it's literally rated M.
yeah, like
And you don't have to do this.
yeah, well,
We
see,
just made it possible.
yeah, and it's like it's not something in like you have to have some way to alter the game to access this.
Yeah.
If you cannot alter the game, then you can't access it. But the same thing was with like, so people, the whole argument with GTA was like, oh, you can pick up hookers and you can kill them and you can do this. And like, well, yeah, you can, but you don't have to.
Yeah, but the game never tells you to do that.
Yeah, the game never tells you to go, hey, go pick up this hooker and kill her. Let's move on a little.
It's like they call it it's like No Russian.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you know what? I never realized that until someone pointed. I think it was you that pointed it out to me.
Maybe, yeah, but they never tell you.
They never
tell you like you to shoot.
Yeah, and I think after that, I played that entire. After you told me
just
that,
walk without shooting.
yeah, I played the rest of the mission. I did the whole mission without killing anybody.
But you have to still just watch everyone else get mowed down.
Yeah, basically.
By Makarov and them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, which is I guess they kind of do have that moment in this new story mode.
Have you finished it? Or
Yeah,
no?
I finished it.
You did?
Yeah, I was bummed. I didn't like the killed soap.
Oh, they did?
Did you finish it?
I didn't play it.
Oh, my bad.
I wasn't going to play it. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think I was ever going to play it.
Yeah, Soap gets shot in the head. He dies. Like,
Yeah, he dies in Modern Warfare 3 anyway. In the
Does
OG.
he? Does he?
Yeah.
I don't remember him dying in there, though. I remember, like, when fucking, what's his name, betrays you, and then...
Yeah, because in Modern Warfare 3 you play as Yuri.
Oh, shit, you're
plays
right.
Yuri,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Basically everyone dies.
Yeah.
Basically everyone dies and Yuri finally kills Yuri and Price kill Makarov at the end.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought you were Soap at the end. Yeah, no, so this one, yeah, they don't have a no Russian, but they have like, there's like a hijack mission where you're like, and see, I try to play it where like to like not kill anybody, but like you get attacked, so you have to start. I don't think I killed any civilians, but I killed one of the hijackers. But so what happens is you are, what's her name, Farah?
Yeah.
So you're one of her former soldiers. It's a female, and like she's on a plane coming out of Russia, and like you get like there's a guy talking to you, and he's like, oh, like he says your name, and like, oh, and your husband, how is your husband and your daughter? And it says their names, and she's like, oh, and then she goes, and he tells her like, we're taking over this plane, and you're gonna help us, or and then he pulls out a gun, like he pulls out like it's a plastic gun that like they got through security. And then, so she tries to fight back, but they knock her out, and they strap a bomb to her chest, and it has like 2 minutes. And so she's trying to get to the exit, but they're stopping her. And then like the sky, like someone yells like, "Oh, like she has a bomb!" And then so the sky marshals are trying to stop her, and like that's so the bomb explodes in the plane. But like you have the because you have the gun, so you have the opportunity to like shoot them
out of the way.
Yeah, but if you shoot them out of the way, then it's like, okay, well, you're clearly shooting innocent people. But if you don't, then
you kill a lot more people.
Yeah. So I mean, it was kind of a cool moment, but at the same time, it didn't have the effect that No Russian did. And then so at the end, it's like you're dismantling a bomb, you and a Ghost, and then you're playing as Soap, and then you switch characters, and then Makarov comes in with his team and like fucking just shoots Soap in the head. And it's very
unceremonious.
Yeah, and very unceremonious. That's what I meant to say. Because like you're just like the firefighter, all of a sudden snow just goes. It's unceremonious, but at the same time, it's very like there's no way he survived that. Yeah. It's right in the fucking forehead, and he just drops, kind of thing. Like he's dead. So, and that's where it ends.
That's just how it ends.
That's where they get into like
so Makarov still
Makarov escapes, and then like we're going after him, and then it ends. Like they do a funeral. Like it ends with Soap's funeral. They put his ashes out.
So yeah, that's weird. So they flipped it because in Modern Warfare 2 in the OG, Ghost dies.
I thought that was 3. But is that when what's the name of
Ghost dies at the end by
Shepard?
Shepard, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was 3. I don't know why.
That's 2. Okay. 3 is with Yuri.
Okay.
And Makarov has essentially caused World War III. He has taken over. He's taken over the White House, I think.
Oh yeah, that's like there's like the whole Olympus Has Fallen mission where you're like actually at the White House and all that. Okay, I do remember that. I don't remember Soap dying though. Maybe I don't remember the end.
They die. He dies like in the middle.
Okay. I don't. Well, to be fair, I haven't like this new batch of Modern Warfare 3s, Modern Warfare games, are like at times I've actually started finishing them now.
Right.
Like the other ones because I don't finish them and then like because like they come out and you just go straight to multiplayer.
Right.
For the most part. I remember finishing 2 because I remember Ghost dying. And then there's that whole betrayal with Shepard and all that.
Yeah, the smartest thing Call of Duty has done is put out the story
a
week before the multiplayer.
I agree, because it gives you a reason to play it.
Yeah.
It gives you like, oh, well, I mean, if I want to play Call of Duty. Let me see here. Insomniac got hacked. And hackers demand $2 million to prevent Wolverine and employee info leaks.
Yeah, scumbags.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit, man. Like, what's the point of it?
To get money.
I mean, yeah, but like, what do you get out of leaking it?
They're holding it as ransom. They don't care about leaking it. It's just they know a lot of people. They know it hurts the company by leaking it.
Yeah.
And the main thing isn't the leak. Who cares about leaking the trailer? That's crying over spilled milk.
Yeah.
If it comes out.
Yeah.
The big thing is they have a bunch of employee.
Oh yeah, that's
employee
huge.
Records.
That's
passport
huge.
records, all that.
That's pretty major. That I can see being an issue. Good point. I think I was more fixated on the game aspect of it than I was as the human aspect of it.
Yeah.
Speaking of leaks, did I share that one? Where'd it go? I know I shared it I think it got deleted. There was a former. Yep, that's the one that's no longer available. So, a Rockstar developer's former girlfriend. I guess, I don't know if she stole his laptop or she had access to his files. She has something and has leaked 2 hours worth of gameplay, pre-alpha footage of GTA 6.
Okay.
And so she had it on her Instagram. She had it on all her social medias. And they were like, they filed a cease and desist. They filed all this bullshit. So now she has it on her OnlyFans. And somehow that's legally protected where they can't stop her from posting it on her OnlyFans.
Huh.
Which is weird, but yeah.
How'd she figure that out?
I have no idea. But apparently, yeah. So it's like, if you want to see, it's all pre-alpha. It looks like shit.
Yeah.
Because it's all just placeholder models. But
if you want to see it,
there's 2 hours of gameplay.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah. So I don't know her name. I don't know any of her information. But we talked about that. What If season 2 coming on?
Oh yeah, that was a surprise. It comes out fucking Friday.
Yeah. Which I like. I'm looking forward to it. I really enjoyed the first season.
I like most of it. Yeah. There's a couple episodes that are like, meh.
Yeah.
I just want it to be like a little more cohesive. I get that the whole thing is like just a bunch of what ifs.
Yeah.
But but it seems like they wanted the what ifs to be like.
Yeah, it seems like they're making them alternate universes.
In some way.
Yeah. Especially at the last season, because they basically got everyone from all the what if from every episode and fought fucking Ultron, fucking Mega Ultron or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah, what was his name?
I forget, but it was Infinity Stone Ultron.
Right.
And it seems like what they're trying to do is like, these are, instead of being what is tales, they're basically, this is an alternate timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like that's not where they were in the comic, but I could be wrong. I feel like I could be wrong if I could just, because it's been a long time since I've read a What If comic.
Right.
I used to love them. I still remember one of my favorite ones was What If Peter Parker Killed the Punisher, and it was Spider-Man and the Punisher were fighting, and he accidentally kicks him off a rooftop, and Punisher dies, and Daredevil witnesses it, but Daredevil doesn't witness it as an accident. From his planet,
it just looks like Spider-Man kicked him off.
It looks like Spider-Man purposely kicked him off and killed him. So the rest of the comic is Daredevil hunting down Spider-Man, which is because they're friends. So it was a really cool fucking dynamic. So it's like stories like that where it's like, okay, what if this happened? It's like, it didn't actually happen, but what if this happened? And that was what the premise of the comic was. Oh fuck! This is the one that got me. Kojima Productions are making a Death Stranding movie with A24.
I don't know if a Death Stranding movie could pull it off.
I feel like it could. The game itself is insanely cinematic.
Yeah, it is, but just where are you gonna? I'm just trying to see where are you gonna find the interesting bits of it? Because most of the game is just running from point A to point B. Yeah, I mean, but see, I feel like they could do something. And it would have to be Norman Reedus. You can't have anyone. Oh
else
yeah,
you can't have anybody but Norman Reedus. It has to be Norman Reedus.
You can't be like, yeah, Death Stranding movie, and it's with fucking Timothy Chalamet as what's his name? What's his name again? Sam something.
Sam Bridges.
Bridges, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I feel like it's gonna have the cast. They would have to have the cast. Yeah. Because everybody in the game was a real person.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you need to have
fucking Hartman. What's it? Yeah.
Yeah, Hartman. You gotta have what's Guillermo del Toro in there. Mm-hmm. Fragil's got to be the same girl. I don't think another person can play Fragile.
I feel like they can pull it off. Because really think about this. So you take the main story plot things, and then you sprinkle in a bit of walking. You know what I mean? It's okay, he's on this delivery, and you kind of like I'm thinking Lord of the Rings style, where you have this story shit that happens, and then you have walking, and then you have more story shit that happens, and then you have more walking.
Yeah.
You know, and then like the walking elements are like they're gonna show you what the world's like. It's basically like every zombie movie. Every zombie movie at some point has the survivors going out for supplies or going out for something, and it's showing you the world.
Yeah, but also at the same time, like the technology. How are you gonna get like the you know, like everyone else's? Because, you know, like the big part of the game is like other people's like structures they're building.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like, oh yeah, fucking so and so built this.
Well, no, I mean, I feel like that could
He's
be
just
kind
gonna
of
be zip lining around. That's how I played the whole game. I just zip lined everywhere.
Well, see, you know what? I feel like that's part of the reason I didn't finish. Because remember, there was a while for like I think it was like a year, maybe almost 2, that I didn't have any internet at home. And that like when Death Stranding came out, I had no internet.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of I didn't have any of that. Same thing with Metal Gear 5. I didn't have any internet.
Oh well, when I played it, I think I was ahead of most people. So like, there was very few people who had like built stuff ahead of me.
I just had a barren wasteland to fucking go through.
Like none of the roads were built. I always had to build the roads myself.
Yeah. But see, I mean, I feel like there's like, you know, it's a montage. You can fucking build a road with a montage. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not saying that would be in the show like that,
But yeah, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, just to show the fact that like this is the kind of stuff he has to do to get around. Because I don't think they will show that community aspect of it, just because like it's not like that's kind of like part of the gameplay, but that's not part of the story.
right.
The story is just he's the fucking guy. Like he's the guy. He's fucking FedEx.
He's FedEx.
He's the one that moves shit around.
He's the one who moves.
That's he's the one who moves. Let me see here.
Spider-Man New Game Plus.
Yes, they're targeting early
2024,
2024. Yeah,
Yeah, so they were saying late 2023.
yeah. But now they're saying just based on some of the testing and some of the stuff that's come up.
They're gonna add a bunch of other stuff. That's
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Yeah, this had me kind of hyped, but only if it's gonna have Nick Cage doing the voice.
Yeah, it would have to.
Spider-Man Noir series is officially moving forward at Amazon.
Oh, I don't think it would be. It would be Nick Cage.
I don't think it will be Nick Cage. I don't know, Nick. See,
It won't
Nick
even
Cage,
be it won't even be the same animation as Spider-Verse.
probably
So it's just going to be a
not.
different Spider-Man Noir, and it won't be Nick Cage because it's a Spider-Verse. It's a different Spider-Verse.
Oh, fuck. You know what? Fuck you for that, Gabriel. God damn it. I was all hyped. I'm thinking this Spider-Verse, fucking Nick Cage, Spider-Man Noir. And now you're right.
If it was made,
You're right. God damn it. It's just gonna be it's gonna be Spider-Man Noir. Which isn't, like, it's not bad. I feel like, okay,
but it's not the noir that everyone has fallen in love with from the Spider-Man movies.
Exactly. It's going to be more true, like, because that character is like very, very angsty. He's not angsty, but he's more. It's like it's a depressing fucking series. It's really fucking depressing.
Yeah,
because it's fucking World War II era fucking Spider-Man, black and white. Like it's a crime drama. Fucking, he's a detective.
yeah.
You know, he's a private investigator, Spider-Man.
Just, meh.
Yeah,
See?
yeah. He's Dick Tracy. He's
Meh,
fucking.
you see, you see, I shoot my webs over here. You see, shoot my webs over here. And I do a little bit of sleuthing.
God damn, I got my hopes up when I read that. You know what I think too is because of the thumbnail. The thumbnail looks like fucking the Nick Cage.
Yeah, because we don't have any other picture of Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, I mean, no, they are. They have.
He's missing the hat.
Yeah, he is missing the hat. I think that might be actually from the comic. I'm not sure, but it got my hopes up, and I was like, God damn it. Oh, have you ever tried the noir mode on fucking? I hope they actually make that an actual legit.
In Spider-Man 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where you turn the high contrast all the way up, and like, yeah, that was actually kind of pretty cool. I played for like an hour like that.
For an hour.
And I was like, all right, I'm done.
All right, I'm over it.
I've had enough. X-Men 97 will release spring of 2024. So I'm gonna just fucking binge all of fucking X-Men.
Spring 20. Yeah, I might.
Because, I mean, it's such a great series.
What's it gonna go out on? Netflix?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Oh, so it'll probably be a week to week then.
Yeah.
It probably
But-
won't be a a full release.
I remember like the thing. I remember loving that series because it stayed very true to the comics. The thing about the X-Men, like I enjoy the X-Men. I really do. I think they have some amazing characters. They have some amazing stories. But a lot of times, too, like I feel the same. I think we've talked about this, but have we talked about what I think True Blood is? Like
No.
No, like being a vampire is you're gay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, like basically X-Men.
That's any vampire movie in like the last 20 years, though.
Yeah, but no, but still, because like with True Blood, like the vampires, like everyone knows vampires are real, and it's like, oh, why should vampires be married? Why can vampires should they even have any fucking rights?
Yeah,
They're not human. Yeah,
we suck everything.
So yeah, vampires it's like that was the whole thing. It's like vampires getting married, or it was like interracial. Like you're gonna marry a vampire? You're a human? Like what the fuck's wrong with you? It was like that, and it was like vampires don't deserve rights, and it was like very like they were minorities and they were gay. that's what vampires were. Mm-hmm. X-Men is the same way. Mutants are gay minorities. It's like the world doesn't look like you're a mutant. You're not even human. You don't deserve any fucking rights. You want to marry another fucking person? What the fuck's wrong with you? You're a mutant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what kind? Get away from my daughter, mutie.
Mutie? That sounded very...
Yeah. It was meant to.
Very derogative.
But yeah. So, but still great series. Mm-hmm. Excellent characters.
Yeah, I hear a lot about it.
Yeah, I've always loved it. I remember that fucking intro. That's classic. Fucking classic.
Speaking of classic,
Yep. One Piece anime remake announced. Which is weird to me because the fact that it's still ongoing.
Yeah.
But
it's so far.
Yeah, like it's what?
So far away from the beginning of the anime.
Yeah.
It's like on episode 1080 or something.
Yeah, it's like something crazy.
But yeah, if they reanimate it and they do give it a Kai or Brotherhood treatment,
mm-hmm.
it'd probably be really good. Although I do feel like the beginning is like so endearing that you don't even need to.
Yeah, I agree.
Like there's a certain charm to it.
Yeah, no, definitely, I 100% agree.
Kind of like Dragon Ball.
But I think it's because of the success of
the movie,
the live action.
Oh yeah, the live action. Sorry.
They're just like, okay, well, if you've never seen it, well, we're going to reanimate it for you and give you a better perspective on it. They're doing the same thing with Naruto Shippuden.
I still keep teetering back and forth on whether or not that's real or if that's just like...
Or someone's actually...
if it's just... Because they did it like a year ago. They had like a trailer, but it was just like something like the 20th anniversary of Naruto or something.
Yeah.
They just reanimated it and it was just that.
Huh.
But then you showed me that fucking Sasuke, that arc with Sasuke, and that wasn't in there. So now I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
but yeah, I do prefer Naruto over One Piece. I think.
Yeah, same. I've always enjoyed One Piece, but I've always liked Naruto. So Dragon Ball. No, I take that back. No, Dragon Ball Z is what I first found. Dragon Ball Z is what I first found because of that Japanese kid that moved. He moved from Japan to Hacienda Heights. And he legit gave me a shoebox full of cards that were meant for some arcade game that you would just swipe with barcodes, and there was all the different... Like, I had no reference to what these characters were, but they looked cool as shit. Mm-hmm. I think I told you the story online.
Yeah, you see Gogeta and like a Gogeta card.
Yeah, no, it was Majin Buu. I thought Majin Buu was fucking a hero, and then like he's getting fucking blasted with the Destructo disc in the mid. Like, I was like, they killed this guy. He looked awesome. And then like you finally watch the show, and it's like, oh, he was a bad guy. Good. But yeah, and so I got into Dragon Ball Z, and then I went back and found Dragon Ball, and then.
But they don't kill Majin Buu.
No, they don't. But like in that, like just based on that card, it's just him like this.
Oh, he was dying. He was getting
fucking with the Destructo disc, and he's just like, and then like there's a beam going through him. So you're like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah,
that nigga's dead. But yeah, that was my reference, and so like Dragon Ball Z is like will always be my nostalgia anime. Then there's also like like fucking Akira. Actually, no, Dragon Ball Z, then Akira, then Ninja Scroll, then like the movies. Before getting into actual, then like I feel like Naruto's really got me back into anime though. Because I was reading Shonen Jumps. I was reading all the mangas.
Yeah.
And then fucking I was like, it was the blue guy. The blue guy got me into all that.
Oh really?
Yeah, he started like he would collect them, and he would just I just finished this one. You read it. And actually, no, I take that back. As we became friends, he gave me a stack. It was like the first 10 chapters of Naruto. He was like, if we're gonna be friends, you need to know this. And I was like, okay, I'm in. And then like someone else gave me. I had like the first 5 seasons of Naruto. How many seasons of just Naruto are there?
How many seasons? I don't know about seasons.
I forget how many seasons there are now. But it's like I want to. I think I might have them all the way to before Shippuden on DVD. Because the guy gave them to me, like when you buy. Remember when you would burn CDs, you would buy that 1,000 pack of CDs or whatever.
Yeah.
And like they're just stacked on a spindle. Like he gave me that, and it was just all the Naruto DVDs on it. And I was like, and he was like, here, you can have it. I have more.
I have my own.
Yeah. But it was like, but they weren't burnt. They were like legit, like the actual
the DVDs.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's what got me. But yeah, I mean, I would love to go back and watch them all again. And then maybe that that might spark my interest and get me watching more like anime again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, for me, it was Naruto. Naruto was probably the first like one I watched that I considered anime.
Yeah.
Like I always watched Dragon Ball as a kid, like every Saturday or whatever.
But you didn't really think of it that.
But like it just looked like other cartoons. Like I didn't like.
Yeah, I can see that.
Differentiate between like that and other cartoons.
Yeah.
And then when I realized Naruto was different than like this normal stuff you see on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And then probably Death Note is when it kind of like sealed like, oh, I like anime.
Yeah. You know what? I really enjoyed the manga of Death Note. Couldn't get into the show.
I like the show.
Yeah. I couldn't. For whatever reason, I couldn't get into the show. Same thing with Bleach. I prefer the manga over the show.
I think most people are that way just because they censor a lot in the show.
Oh yeah, definitely. Something I was gonna say about.
But like Bleach now, the 1,000-Year Blood War.
Yeah.
That stuff's like 1-to-1, like how the manga is.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Basically.
I need to catch up on some of these
Fucking
shows.
bloody and all that too.
I need to catch up and make some time. I think on that note, let's go and wrap this up.
Yep.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/TheRealPressStart, on Twitters at RealPressStart, on Instagram at TheRealPressStart, and on TikTok at TheRealPressStart. Like us, rate us, review us, anywhere you get your podcast. And on that note, game over. No more questions.
This has been the Breeding Around podcast.